Hey guys, my client used to pay $3,000 because of missing invoices and receipts. Receipts can easily get lost in the pockets, and that will cost a lot of hours for bookkeepers and a lot of money. So I made them this workflow, a billing organizer workflow that organizes every single invoice and receipt in Google Drive and in NoCoDB. And I'm gonna explain you a overview of this workflow, and I have attached the workflow in the description so you can download the workflow. So yeah, let's get started. Invoices can come in many form. You can receive invoice via email, or you get invoices in portal. You just have to download it and send it to Telegram, or you receive invoice in paper. You just simply take a photo and send it to Telegram. It's simple, and everything will be neatly organized. You can see these folders, I didn't create them. 2026 it created its own for year. It went inside, it it uploaded the invoices in July. If July doesn't exist, it's gonna create and send it in here, right? So just like that, receipt also have its own folders. So you can see how organized this is. So I will blur this value, but you can see everything neatly in the spreadsheet. Also this invoice, you can see how organized this is. Nothing manual, not a single thing is manual. You just simply use Telegram. That's it, right? Email, it's going to trigger automatically. It can be Outlook or Gmail, it doesn't matter, right? So let me explain you the flow real quick. So if you upload it via Telegram, it's going to AI is going to extract the invoice data. I used Gemini mainly because Gemini is so good at OCR, and yeah, it just read. If AI can't read it, it's going to send it to manual review folder. In that case, a human needed for sure. If something is like very low clarity photo, of course it can't be read. So it will classify invoice or receipt, which company. Of course, this is which company. You don't need that because my client company is a bit messed up in a way that they will receive two two companies invoice in a single email. That's not a right structure, of course. So I had to make that too. You don't have to do that. You can modify the flow based on that. You can save it to database, save it to the spreadsheet. I have it here, and you can upload to Google Drive, sorted by year and month. Everything will be happening manually. When I say you, the automation does it for you. So let me just give you a overview. You will receive invoice to email. It can be Gmail or Outlook. So you just have to download the email and split it. If it's a zip file, process it will process above. If it's not a zip file, it will process below, right? Also, we don't have to process any Excel file or some other format. We just have to process this PDF and some other image formats, and we can simply ignore other images, and it's going to send it to AI data extraction. Okay, let me go. I will go to this flow, but before that, there is another trigger, which is of course Telegram trigger. You receive an invoice in paper and you just simply capture it in camera and send it to Telegram. It's gonna send it to this AI extraction workflow. So these two are trigger guys. One is Telegram and another one is Outlook. All right. So after you receive the email, AI needs to extract. After you send it to this AI extraction workflow, it needs to process the workflow. So of course, I changed the MIME type. Some Telegram files, MIME type will not support for Gemini. So some file MIME type will be in octet, something like that. And I changed it to something like application PDF instead of some other format. If it's already application PDF, it's fine, but we don't want any errors. And Gemini is going to process. Of course, I said, guys, this is a very old workflow I'm explaining. So I'm using Gemini to Flash. You just have to simply change this URL to 3.5 Flash or something very latest. It's going to, you can see this model is not no longer available. So this kind of situation, that's why before I made this error flow, right? So if Gemini 2 flash errors or in terms of overload or some other issue, it's going to process to 2.5 flash, right? So you can see I made some fallbacks, right? So yeah, it will give you in format and you just have to parse the file, parse the JSON, and you have to enter in the Google Drive and spreadsheet, right? In this workflow, you will receive this payload where it will classify whether you need to classify if it's an invoice or receipt. If it's an invoice, it has to go above. If it's a receipt, it has to go below. I will explain you why. Because you see, I have different folders. It's up to you. You can keep the invoice and receipt in the same folder, but I like to keep it this way. So, all right. So it needs to create a row in NocoDB. All right. It will create a row in NocoDB and it will attach a file in there. This is where this logic comes in. For that, of course, you need to convert that base64 into file first. So the Google Drive logic is simple. First, it has to look for invoices folder. First, we upload that file in a temporary folder. Then we set a current year, current month. Okay, it has to, the automation has to know the current year and current month. Then it will look for invoices folder. It will look for current year in the invoices folder. If the current year is 2026, it's gonna go inside and look for current month. If the current month exists, if it exists, if the ID exists, then it will move that file. If the current month doesn't exist, if it's August, then it's going to create that folder and move that file, right? And update it to NocoDB. So you get the logic, right? So you can add a confirmation like Telegram. So this is just for invoices. If it's God, it's gonna same logic. It's just in a different folder. And you don't have to create any single folder. It will create automatically. It will look inside. If it will look for current month. If it exists, if it's July, it's gonna go inside and upload your invoices. So yeah, guys, I think pretty much this is the overview. Of course, I can't explain everything in detail. This is like, this will get so much, the video will get so much lengthier. So the workflow is in the description. You can download it, modify it based on your needs, or you can contact me. I can set you up, contact worklifter.com. So I think that's it. See you in the next video.